sounds and noises. It's making me feel a bit on edge. There seems to be blood on the floor underneath it. What the hell? I hope you can hear that. I've got to sleep in here tonight. But something is wrong, and I don't think my body's telling me something's wrong. It's like pure fear, and I can't help it. Hi, and welcome back to Finders Beepers History Seekers. And tonight, I'm going to be doing a sleepover. I really enjoyed the one that I did in Liverpool recently, and I thought, you know what, this place has got the story for it. It's got a very freaky story. There's a storm on its way in, as you can hear and see by the wind, so we could be in for quite a rough night. But I'll tell you more about what's happened in this place to the owners once we get in there. But let me show you the place first. Look at this place. It is huge, and the big gates are behind me. You can hear all the doors banging, the wind going through the shutters and the gaps. It's going to be a horrendous night. There's more round that corner as well, stables and things, so we can spend the night looking round stuff. And you know what? I think this is even going to scare me. Right. Let's get in, start looking round. In fact, let's go and look at the outbuildings first, so then I don't have to come outside at night. Right, I've just been scared half to death because all of a sudden the shutters on that window just flew open, made a right bang. And it's not doing it now. Oh Lord, what have I done? I'm gonna be like a bag of nerves by the morning. Right, I've brought you inside, out of that wind. I tried to film a couple of bits out there and it just wasn't working at all. But we are in the end of the stable block. Let me just show you, just so you know where we are. Yeah, if you look through there, that's where we were a second ago, and the main house is round that corner. The big gates and everything there. It's looking a bit spooky, to be fair. It's not even dark yet. So we'd have the servants, probably like the stable boys or the guy that looked after the horses. What's he called? What's he called? I'm pretty sure there's a name. I can't think what it is, of the man in charge of the horses. It'll come to me in a minute, but yeah, they will have lived in here and worked through the day in here. So a little sink in the corner. You've got a fireplace there, which actually there's wind blowing through that. Now I'm not expecting there to be much in any of these rooms because it's stables, so you're going to get a lot of things like this, toilets, another old, oh wait a minute, I was going to say another old dirt fireplace. You've got a lovely little painted ceiling, look. I didn't expect that in here. I'll tell you something though, that ceiling doesn't look great. The big crack down it. Right, so let's look through here now, trying to stay out of the wind. You've got another big set of gates down there. And round this corner, I'm going to show you quick, but the wind is going to be really bad. You've got the archway round here. So the rest of the building there, the main building's behind. This is where the main wind is. So this bit here, hide again, is where they would have brought the horses and carts, or horses and carriages should I say. So they would have gone round the corner to pick up the Lord, to take him out. Something moving in there. Take him out for the day, and then they would have carried on through the big gates at the opposite side. It would have been so good. I could imagine this place. Things are moving everywhere and it's catching my eye and I don't like it already. We haven't even been in the main house yet. And it's not even dark. So there is a mystery around this place. Well, it's either a mystery or just unfortunate for the building, really. So nobody will live in this building anymore. It's been on the market, off the market. The locals won't go anywhere near the place. They're absolutely scared to death of it, and I understand why, although I've decided to sleep in it. So the last 3 owners of the place all killed themselves, every one of them. Now, I don't know how old it is. I don't know if it's been round, it looks to me like at least 1700, maybe 16 or 1500s. It's old. It's a very, very old building. However, the last 3, the ones that I know of in the 1800s and early 1900s, killed themselves. One of them threw himself off the balcony, then one of them hung himself, and then the last one threw himself off the balcony. If I throw myself off a bloody balcony in the middle of the night sleepwalking, I am gonna kill myself. What am I on about? So yeah, this place has got a real reputation. Also, and this is the bit that freaks me out, although I'm expecting to hear bangs and bumps with this wind, apparently the one in the middle, the one that hung himself, you can hear his feet banging up against the shutters on the window below as he scrabbles about trying to get himself back up. Now this is where the mystery comes in, because people have said, is it that he changed his mind and he decided he didn't want to do it anymore? Was he possessed? Something made him do it and then he snapped out of it? Or is it that somebody did it to him? Either way, I think, like, even if none of it's true, like, you know me, I'll not be one of these that, like, I'll tell you a story and, like, I'll add to it like a lot of people do. I'll tell you what I know. Doesn't mean it's true. That's just what I've been told. But this place intrigues me, it really does. Also, I do know that a lot of it is bare, but there are some beautiful parts to this building as well. So I want to make sure we see those before I get freaked out and scream, running, crying out the building. Right, I'm going to be quick because I don't want it to be too noisy and horrible. But you can see, like I said, they'd go through this tunnel, through to the other side with the horses. All these buildings though, I don't know what they would be used for, because they're not all for the horses, they're for other things too. Right, we're finally into what I think must have been the stables. We've got feeding bays there, and then another one here as well. Now, it may have been converted down the years for other things, but I reckon that we're all sectioned up and boxed off. And then look, you've got your drainage down the bottom of there. Didn't give him very much room though. That's the only thing I would say. I would have thought it would have been deeper than that, but some stables are quite small, I suppose. But yeah, there's not very much length on there. But yeah, pretty cool to think about all the horses in here. Going out, taking the load round. It's brilliant. Then you'd have all your hay bales in there, but I think that's possibly quite a new building. I don't know what these other buildings are. Oh, the sun's on its way down, look. Oh, Lord. Right, I've just come up to this end bit because I think it must be the tack room, look. Oh, there's a door here. Yeah, it's definitely for tack, look. Hang all your stirrups and your saddle and your helmets or whatever you're using, what they ever used back then. I don't think they probably did have helmets. But what is this little bit here? This is a bit freaky, I'm not gonna lie. Oh. What is going on here? So is that a well? What is that about? It looks like it should be a well, but it's at the bottom of some stairs. Well, some steps. That's weird. That bit's being blocked off. That's really weird, really strange. And then a ladder, which I'm gonna have to, oh, look how that's balanced, that ladder, on those 2 pieces of stone. This ain't freaky at all. Bangs and noises. I'm sort of glad I can hear cars outside. It's making me feel A little bit on edge. Right, let's have a look up here. I am so nervous of standing on this. Where is it taking us? That noise. Right, let me just try and get on this ladder. Come on. Jesus. Now, there's a bit behind me, but there's also another hole above me. I wondered why there was another ladder, but that ladder's fallen. I don't think I can go up there. Is it just like a storage area? Yeah. Let me show you in front. Right, so it goes up there. And there's a ladder here that I'm supposed to rest on this, which I'm not doing. I am not going up there because that is ridiculous. So I'm going back down. Yeah, there's no way that ladder would balance on there easily. I'd die. I really would. Look at all the cobwebs and everything up here. It's awful. But any idea, if you've got an idea what this is all about, this little bit, let me know, because I'm interested. But I'm telling you now, I'm already on edge. So what I'm going to be like in a bit, listen, look. Bang, bang. And we're only in this bit. So what it's going to be like in the main house, I don't know. Right, this door, round this corner here. So we're right at the end of the stable. I want you to guess what it is. I'll show you. The wind's not too bad. It keeps going up and getting worse again. Wait a minute. It says FB. Wait a minute. I don't know if it's FB or EB. I think it's FB. Just looking at that door, I want you to guess what's inside. I just opened it and my jaw hit the floor. I know I'm building it. Oh, look at that behind. How good does all that look? But I know I'm building it up, but it is the thing that I least expected to be in there. Let's go and have a look. Wow. Right, let's open this door. I keep looking down a minute. Look in here. Oh my Lord. Would you have expected this to be in that room? Let me just shut this door a minute. Just need to shut it, otherwise it's probably gonna bang in a minute. I'll do the best I can anyway. So look, you can actually come and view this from outside. But look. Oh no. That shows how he died, look. Obviously got into a car crash. I don't know whether he was in the car or on the bike. I'm guessing the bike, looking at the state of it and where the blood is. That's horrendous. What a weird thing to have. Now, saying there's no photos and no stuff in here, how wrong am I? This is crazy. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, I'm glad. You know what? It's good that this is down here out of the way, because it'll probably stop people coming and sniffing round and smashing things up. All the flowers down there. And little bits of jewellery, the crosses and stuff. Baby Jesus and grown up Jesus. And a little angel. And you've got Mary up there with Jesus. It looks like he's having a bit of a party. He's got his little party hat on, look. And then all the different things up at the top. Now I've got to be careful that nobody just is stood in here behind me. Why does that look like it's like burying someone? It's a little bit weird, isn't it? Now we've seen this guy before. I can't remember who he is. Oh, Saint Antonio de Pavoda. We've seen him in people's houses before. And we've got Mary. I want it to be where we see one of these Marys that cry. That'd be brilliant. I don't think, like, we're gonna, but you never know. And then another, that's not Mary, is it? That's like a saint or something. What else we got on it? I'm just overwhelmed. I know I'm sort of rambling a little bit. I'm just very overwhelmed by this room. Did not expect this in the slightest. And I bet you any money not one of you guessed what it was. Because if he did, I don't know how, unless somebody else has been on here, like, showing you this. I don't know how you would guess. But yeah, it looks like all the different parts of him going on his cross, from him carrying it up there, to being exhausted, being stripped, hammered on, up there, being taken down and laid to rest. So I'm guessing this is the other part, the first part of the story, the trial there, and then him carrying it all the way up there. This guy's cool as well. Loving that haircut. That is a cracking haircut. But same with him. What a place. I'm so aware of people. There. That is so sad. Really sad. I've just noticed this, which I'm guessing is a Pope. But on the back, it says he was either born or died in 1966. I don't know what that says though. Jobby Gazoo. Not sure. Don't know. But it's cool though. Right, we better get out of this bit before we get spotted. But this has blown my mind. It really, really, really has. It's mad. I would never have expected this in here. Wow. Anyway, that was amazing. Let's get down to these buildings at the end. Right, I don't know if you've noticed, it's gone considerably darker. I mean, like, ridiculously dark in a very short space of time. But that's because it's Monday. It's a Monday night. And I've just been watching the premiere of the behind the scenes with everybody. And in the time I've watched that, in like half an hour, it's now like this. Very, very dark. The sun's gone. So we're now getting into spooky time. So yeah, it's gone from light to dark in about 2 seconds. Right, so we've come from that bottom, which I still can't get over the church bit. It's not really a church, is it? It's more of a, they will have put it there to remember their son, probably. That's what I think. And then had it as a bit of a shrine. Shrine's the word I'm looking for, I think. Now in that time, although the wind is still blowing, it's dropped quite a lot. I don't know whether it's something to do with the sun. I don't know why it would be the sun going down. But anyway, it's dropped quite a lot. So on into the final building before the main building. Oh no, there's some other bits around the other side as well we'll go and look at. Right, so like I said, that's those barns. Oh, there's a spire, look. Well, not really, it's like got a cross on it, look at the top. Up there. So yeah, that sort of does show it up as a church, doesn't it? Right, I think these are probably just big barns. I can hear voices. Just big barns. Oh, it seems weird now that wind's dropped. Oh, we've got some steps up there. There's a big archway that's been filled in there. And what have we got up here? Ooh, what are these little doors? Are they doors or are they just spaces? Oh yeah, it's just a little space under there. But it looks like there's a cellar. I wonder what this would have been. This would have been for the carriages then, won't it? And then probably later on for cars. So, oh, just think. The lad that was killed on the motorbike probably kept his motorbike in here. We don't know it was the motorbike. I think it was, because actually if you look, it's quite sad. There seems to be blood on the floor underneath it. And he's probably the most likely to die out of... Oh, that were weird. You can't see it, but in the reflection on my phone in front, I can see my own eyeball. So I could see an eye behind my head, but it's my own. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, he probably kept it in here. So he used to come in and then one day he never came home again. It's awful. It's really bad. Now I was leaning up against these doors, really big old doors. And in chalk, it's got someone's name and then things choked off. Same with that one, some right in the middle there. And over at this side as well, look. Oh, Rossetti, that's what it said at the other side. So I wonder, it looks quite old writing, you know, as well. I wonder if they'd had like a tally of certain jobs that they needed to do. Like over a certain amount of time and... Oh, that's a good way. I've never seen that before. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5 is a flick. Normally you'd put a line across it, wouldn't you? That's weird. A blocked up window there. Oh yeah, look. Looks like it goes down to a cellar here. What have I just stood on? Oh, it's like a spring. I rolled on it. Yeah, then you've got the big doors where they would have brought the cars or the whatever in, the carriages, and then down to the cellar. This place is spooky as hell. As soon as that sun has gone, it has changed this place so much. Why do I do this to myself? Like, it's one thing staying overnight in your own country, in a city like Liverpool, like I did last time. Like, if anything went wrong, wow, if anything went wrong, you're only around the corner from people. Like here, no idea where I am. Oh Lord, look at these. They're pretty cool, aren't they? I'm guessing they're for wine, but they're different to anything I've ever seen before. A golf ball down there. Let me just zoom you out a bit. Look at that. How cool are they? Yeah, but like I was saying, something, it's like someone comes or something happens. I'm nowhere near, well, I am near a factory. There's a factory across the road. But other than that, I don't know where it is spooky because I'm not in my own, there's no comfort zone there at all. It goes down there. That's where we've just come in. There's a couple of old looking bottles here, look, on the floor. I don't know what they would be from. But we'll go this way first, I think. It looks massive, this. I didn't realise there was even a cellar in here. It's really warm down here. I've got a big room. I always try and work out, like, is it for the meat? Did they store meat in here? Hooked them up there? Or is it wine? You'd think there'd be some remnants of wine if it were wine. Oh God, that scared me. Stood on a bit of glass. Well, there is some wine or beer bottles there. On we go again. Oh, this place. I don't think it looks as bad on camera because this torch is really bright and it illuminates the whole place. But for me, it looks sort of, I can see out the corner of my eye, I can see the shadows around the corners. It's all a bit freaky. What we got in here? I saw something moving, but it's just that. Whatever that plant is there. Do you know what it reminds me of? I don't know if you had it in different countries, but in the UK, we used to have these sort of little electric plant things, like a big flower face. And when you turned music on, they used to dance, and they danced a bit like that. But yeah, it's the wind blowing down there, look. Maybe the coal, because there's a boiler in here. Maybe it will have been the coal chute or something. Then you've got big stone sinks. So maybe they did cooking in here. Maybe the servants were down here with the meat, because there's a meat hook on the floor down there next to my foot, which would have connected to these. And they did all the butchery and stuff. Maybe that was to drain all the blood out of the meat, I don't know. Yeah, look, there's like that S-shaped, opposite of an S-shape hook. And they're all along here, look, as well. So you'd think maybe to hook pheasants on, rabbits on. Somebody was saying the other day they wouldn't have pork because it was classed as a poor person's meat. But I know for a fact Henry VIII ate loads of pigs he had them on skewers all the time, so I'm pretty sure they would have had pigs. Maybe I'm wrong, but they just don't know what would be hooked up on these. It just always makes me think the worst, like a small child or something. Right, on we go again. Well, there's more writing on these. Why do they always seem to write on doors? I wonder what it's all about. Like that looks like, oh no, that says 956. I don't know. See, it's very breezy down here. Oh. Where am I? A little cold cupboard by the looks of things, look. With the stone bits. Where has this brought me out? I think I'm in a bit of the building, and the side of the building I've not been to yet. Yeah, we've not been round here at all. So what I'm gonna do is go back down the cellar to the bit we didn't go to. Alright, heading back along here. I do keep hearing noises that sound like, actually, just a minute. Noises that sound like somebody talking. I just, out of reaction, stopped the camera. Because it sounded like somebody whistling. Can't hear it now. Oh, I'm so freaked out already. The wind's dropped loads. I can still feel it here though. Maybe it's picked back up a bit. Oh my god. Why is my camera not focusing either? Why can't, it's not focusing far away properly. Wait a minute. That's better. That was weird. I didn't like that very much. Right, the hairs on my arms, the back of my neck are definitely on their ends. I don't want to go any further. See that sounded like a window banging, but it wasn't a massive bang. And the wind is still blowing, because I can see the trees blowing down there. But you'd hear it through this window if it were really bad. Right, I think this is just going to be big empty rooms up here. Yeah. What's the little door? Oh, that'll go outside, won't it? For lowering things down. So I'll just quickly go and look in the other one, which is probably the same. What's in here? What are these for? They're weird looking things, aren't they? There's loads of them stacked over there. Do you reckon it was to maybe hold a barrel on? I don't really understand what it's for. Does it rock? Yeah. Well, that rocks like a seesaw. Yeah. Also makes a lot of noise. Oh, is that an old saddle, look? Yeah. So you've got your old saddle. Oh, look. BP. It says on the side of there. I wonder who BP was. I don't mean like British Petroleum. What are these things? Whatever they are, they had straw in them. I don't know what that is. And then more of those, whatever they may be. Really odd. I do like it when we find old items in like the barns and stuff. Because that's the day-to-day stuff, innit? Like the real people. Is there a window in there? Oh yeah. Oh, that was a light shining through the window. Yeah, your day-to-day stuff of your workers, not just the lords and ladies and important people. The people that actually did stuff in this place. I do like seeing things like that. Now, I was saying to you, what would I do? Like, I feel a bit weird because we're not near anything. There is a busy road just out there. There's not really many houses about, but at least there is a busy road. So I feel like I could run screaming naked towards the road at least. Imagine that side. Jesus Christ. They'd all drive off very fast. But yeah, I just want you to look at this. So the banging appears to be coming from down there somewhere, right? So you'd think it'd be maybe a window on one of these walls at the side. No wind. Zero wind. Even the bush up there, it's blowing, but not much. So what's causing that banging? Right, I think I need to clean my camera because look at those lights. There we go, that's what it's supposed to look like. Not dirty sweat. Right, so we'll go back through here. Oh, there is a breeze, look. It's nothing like it was earlier. Back through here we go. Yeah, this is what we're on about. Driving the cart horse through here to come and pick him up. Look at that. That's not spooky at all, is it? And that's not even the main building. Now, I was telling you there's a factory next door. It's there, look. Right behind the gates. My car is just at the other side of there. But look at that. If that factory wasn't there... Oh, I thought that'd look brill. But it doesn't really, does it? Yeah, if that factory wasn't there, it'd make a great photo. That really would. Anyway, let's go into this room here. We can feel the wind in this bit. The noises are just crazy. Bangs, squeaks. It's awful. Bad enough being in these places on your own at night, but when you're listening to the wind blowing round, everything that goes with it is crazy. I can feel the wind blowing through there. Look at the cobwebs rippling. That is bizarre. Yeah, the wind's really coming through now. I wonder if the wind's changed direction. Because before it was blowing from that direction, now it seems to be blowing from the opposite side. Now there's been a big storm following me around the country, big thunderstorm, and I wonder if we're going to get that in the middle of the night. It's hard to know. Like when you've been walking around all different corners, there's some weird noises coming from in there. When you've been walking around all different corners and stuff, it's hard to know whereabouts you are. Listen to that. Oh God, get out of the wind. Shut this door if I can. There we go. That should stop the wind blowing through here at least. Right. Look at this. Little... What the hell? It's crazy. That noise is crazy. I know it's the wind that's causing it. I can hear chains rattling. I can hear my own personal thunderstorm upstairs. That's weird. Oh, I didn't notice that door. Where does this lead? Oh, it's a big room. We'll come in. That links to this one down here, I think. So we'll go into this big main bit first. I hope you can hear that. I've got to sleep in here tonight. It sounds like someone is smashing something up, like hammering on metal. That is so bad. I'm going to pretend I can't hear it for a minute. Yeah, these are cool, look. would you sit on this and talk to someone? And the other one, I feel like I could only fit one butt cheek on. I don't know if I can even do this. I don't know if I can. I'm not gonna sleep with that all night. It'll scare me to death for a start, but also just the noise of it is just horrendous. Right, because I'm in here, I've changed torches to a better torch. Although, I've got a piece of butter, like some mini sachets of butter in my bag. And you're not about to see, but you can see it on my finger, how greasy my finger looks. It's all gone all over. I don't even know why I put it in my bag like an idiot and then forgot about it in 90-degree heat. But while I've been stood here changing the torch over, I could hear doors opening and closing, squeaking, sounds like footsteps, birds, all sorts of noises. Anyway, let's go into this room, and I have a feeling this is a good one. Right, I'm gonna go in and show you the floor. The reason I know it's a good one is because I could see part of the wall. Oh, in fact, I do need to be at this end. Look at this. Look at this ceiling. How amazing is this place? Oh, and look, guy on the horse, rearing horse with his sword up. That's like last week. But that was obviously like a proper sculpture. Oh, look at it. Now, when I first got here, I could see that's coloured glass. So it's a shame really we're here when we're here, because you can't see the full effect of that glass. The bits around the edge are coloured. So, but yeah, look, let me show you this side. Oh, that's the same again, look. Fighting against some sort of animal. I don't know what sort of animal it is. It's got horns, but then it's got the longest tail in the world. So I don't know what animal that's supposed to be. And then he's on a winged horse. Wow. And then we've got another coloured door in here as well. I mean, coloured window. You've got to admit these Italians knew what they were doing when it came to things like this. Like, I can't really even show you with my head there, but it's just amazing. Right, I just found a chair to sit on to try and show you this. But then I had to think, if there's no beds upstairs, I'm gonna sit on this and fall asleep because I can sleep sat up. I think it'll be more comfortable than laying on the floor, as I've got nothing to lay on and only my bag as my pillow. So, I wonder if this will work. Kind of. It's just a bit dark in here, that's all. Goes a bit grainy. Bloody hell. The noises from up there. That is crazy. Right, so I was just taking photos and I dropped the torch at the other end and it changed the filter on it to this. Let me just zoom you out. How freaky does that look? I've just took some photos and then edited out. Oh God, that's even worse. That's like demonic, innit? Yeah, I edited out the torch on the floor so you couldn't see that was there. But, God, that just looks so bizarre. Didn't even mean to do it. I'm glad I did though, because it looks really good. It looks better on photos than it does on video actually, because you can see the detail of the walls more. I've half lit it like that so you can, bloody hell. You can see like this bit lit up and then it gets red as it goes down. Looks really good. Anyway, I better go and get that torch because this one is on 8%. There's another one that's already died, and I've got 2 or 3 more, but they're all quite small. Right, in fact, let's hurry up, get out of this bit, because there's another room similar to this upstairs. I swear, every time I stop filming, there's the biggest bang upstairs. The crazy, crazy bang. Yeah, just thought I'd come up the other end. Just to come and get that torch, actually, really. And Trump, apparently. But yeah, there's the chair that I'm gonna get on. Now I've got to bend down and get this. But yeah, it looks pretty cool, doesn't it, with the red light on. I can't believe I did it all by accident, and then it just looks so good. Anyway, let's go upstairs, because this is on 2%. Oh, actually, I've just thought, we've not been in here, have we? This little room here. Well, it's not really little. It's quite empty there. Oh, it looks like the base of something. Some quite cool old piece of furniture. And this is patterned in the middle of the floor here. Yeah, look. I wonder what furniture it is. Is it the base? Oh, is it a wardrobe, that? The base of a wardrobe. Think of it split into 3. Maybe. That looks like a bed. Maybe the headboard of a bed. Or would it? No, would that be the top of the wardrobe? Maybe. If you think this is the front. Yeah, because look at the design on it. That would be the front and this would be the top. I think I'm right on that. And then there's this quite plain room as well. Right, I want to go upstairs quite quick because I want to see the room that's like this. Now, I've not seen it, I just know that there's 2 big amazing rooms in the same part of the building. So, I mean like the same, so it's directly above here. So that's where I want to go up before this one dies, because it's probably the strongest, most powerful torch we've got. What's that? Because that's not wind. What the fuck is that? Sounds like someone hammering. It's not raining, is it? It does sound like water. That's all I need. Yeah, it is. Look at that beam, it's split in half. Water dripping through it, that's not the best thing really, is it? There's hardly anything holding that up. This whole roof is held up on that, and then there's water dripping down through it. Jesus Christ. Didn't know it had been raining. Right, let's go up these stairs first. Normally I'd go and look round this bit of the floor, then I'd go in order. Jesus, that water. But I want to get there before this dies. So stop standing there looking up, looking amazed. Bloody hell, it's high up there actually. The noises from this place are just crazy. There's water coming in here as well. Right. Oh, this one is amazing, but it's not as amazing. Right, give me a second, we'll light it up properly. Because obviously the side walls haven't got anything on. I don't know if they used to, but they don't anymore. Right, I've put some extra lighting down to help us. Look at this. Wow. Jesus Christ. Don't know if I want to do it, you know. Oh look, there is bits on the door. I've not noticed that. I've not seen that. And on that one as well. And also, there's writing there, look. Multva prebit civil. I don't understand what it means. Confit. I don't know why there's so many V's. That doesn't make sense. Did they use, I know in the English language we used V's instead of U's. Oh, this is another one here. Carpent to the Poma net posts. Look at that. How good is that? I'm very off put by all the noises, I'm not going to lie. All the bangs from every direction. I'm going to try and get a photo of above us. Right, the storm has just picked up a level. It is banging it down. Absolutely banging it down. The wind is howling. This is the balcony that they threw himself off. Because this is actually, I think this is the front of the house. I don't know, if there's one at this side, I'm not sure. I'll go and have a look. I need to turn that torch off. Oh, it's so good. Is there a balcony here? I think there is. So it could be either side. Or it could be both, because there was two jumpers and one hanger. Although that sounds like a problem with your wardrobe, if you've got two jumpers and one hanger. I'm sorry, but the noises are just ridiculous. It's just making me go insane. Oh, look at the dove. Look there, look. Oh, it's not a dove. Is it a dove? No, I don't know. I don't like this. Right, let's just look in these side rooms. I think that they're just... Oh dear. Yeah, I think they're just plain rooms. What's this? Oh. Bathroom. Toilet. Oh yeah, and it brings us out of the bottom of those stairs, or top of those stairs, whichever way you look at it. Listen. It's, if you could imagine sleeping in a haunted house. In fact, when I stayed in Liverpool, there was a storm going off outside. What is it? What do I pick the nights where there's a storm? Every single noise. Bangs coming from nowhere. I can hear voices, but I think they're in my head. I don't mean I've gone crazy. I mean, all the noises are combining to make the sound that my brain is thinking is a voice. It's coming from in there. I think we should probably go in there before it collapses. It's probably not going to collapse tonight, as it's been there hundreds of years, but I'd rather get it out of the way, and then I don't have to go back in a little bit. Imagine it though, caving in and me not being able to get back out again, being stuck in this side of the building. You've got to admit, that is very worrying. All those beams are rotten, and everything is that beam looks broken. Jesus Christ, Matt, what are you doing? Jesus. Oh. What's up here? Oh, I know where that goes. You remember those stairs that I said, oh, I'm not going to go up, it'll just be empty rooms? That'll be that. It just comes up here. Right, I'm getting out of this bit because it's just empty rooms. Right, I'm taking my life into my own hands to show you this. Look at the water running down that wall. Look at the beam. And what's been held up, or not very much. It's literally split down the middle. That is crazy. Right, I can hear some of you screaming at me to get away from it, so I'm on my way out of this bit. In all seriousness though, with this much wind and that much rain, you just never know. I joke about it, but it could happen quite easily in conditions like this. It could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Right, heading up these stairs. I can hear a door opening. Did you hear it? Don't like this at all. This is absolutely making my skin crawl. It feels horrible. I feel like I'm walking to my death. Like there's something terrible up there. Some devil or demon. I'm forcing myself to do this, you know. And I don't get scared of things, but I'm scared. Even though I know it's the wind, it just feels wrong. It must be like a fight or flight thing. My body is sort of taking over from my normal brain. Not that I've got a normal brain, but you know what I mean. What's the word I'm looking for? My logical brain would normally say, it's the wind, man, it's fine. But something inside me is taking over and saying, don't do it, don't go. Just noises randomly from everywhere. My senses for stuff being behind me, people walking, is really good. But my brain is confused. It doesn't understand what all these noises are. Please tell me you wouldn't be... You must be scared if you were doing this. It's not just me, surely. Why does it seem to have stopped now we've come up here? Genuinely. There's a breeze, but why has it stopped? It's still there, but not like it was. This is horrible. That's the door. Oh, it's the roof. Jesus. It's the roof. It's a metal roof. I obviously knew it was the wind. But it's just made me almost have an heart attack. Because it's directly above my head. I feel like I just want to run away at this moment. I really do. Right, there's other noises coming from other directions. I can't believe how windy it is inside the building. It's coming from every direction. That's holding it together, isn't it? That's stopping. Look at that massive beam up there. That is as wide as me, which is wide. My nerves are not going to manage a full night in this place, I'm telling you now. Oh, it continues all the way through, look. That metal beam. Oh, there's designer on the top of there, look. I'm not going in this room though, because beams are just snapped everywhere. Oh God. Right, let's go back down and get settled for the night. I'm stood at the top of the stairs, and over the noise of the banging there, I can hear what I would normally think of as footsteps coming upstairs. Like someone was about to come round that corner. Listen to it outside though. It is horrendously bad. It's getting worse and worse. Right, so a minute ago, I forced myself to come upstairs. Now I'm forcing myself to go back down. 100%, I can hear voices. 100%. I know it'll be the dripping and stuff, but it was like a woman, or maybe like a older teenager's voice. Coming from in here, going like, oh, do better, like that, like they're talking. It's not just. You hear it? Someone's voice over here. This is probably next to where he jumped as well. I hope it's not making my brain go weird. Making me walk towards that door, looking for a voice, and then one big gust of wind takes me over the balcony. Jesus. There's an owl now. I can hear that woman's voice. I really hope you can hear something on camera. This is like sensory overload. It is making me ill. You know what my hearing's like anyway. I genuinely don't know why. And I know people are gonna say things about me, but something is wrong, and my body's telling me something's not right, and I can't help this. I'm not gonna go running off, and I'm not like upset, but my body's making me like this. I don't get it. It's weird. It's like pure fear, and I can't help it. Like I said, you know me, I'm not gonna run off screaming, scared of a couple of bits of wind and banging things because of the wind. I'm not gonna do it, but my body is taking over. I don't know why. I'm sorry. This isn't like me at all. I get scared of stuff, you know I do. But I don't get to this point. Like, I get emotional, like when I miss Freddie and things, or I might like miss Bear or my mum and dad or girls. But when have you ever seen me overtaken by emotions? I can't even talk. Overtaken by emotions because of something like this. It's not like me at all. I'm so sorry. I know that everyone's going to make fun of me. Like, I can imagine Adam Mark and people like that just laughing their heads off, going, did you see him? Did you see him? He was crying. I don't know what's wrong with me. Right. It's just about 12 o'clock. Actually, no. It's more like past now, I think. Because I was upstairs when it was 12. So I've settled down in my chair for a bit. if I get really uncomfortable, I'm just going to curl up in a ball and put my head on my bag. There is nothing to lie on. There's no beds. There's nothing. So I have got no choice. I think if I lay flat on my back on the floor, I'll be all right. But I think if I lay on my side, which is how I normally sleep, I think I'll wake up really uncomfortable. And I don't, oh look, you can see my face. My face and my face, my face, my face. Yeah, I don't want to wake up like in pain, not being able to do anything for the rest of the day. Look, my eyes almost match my hair. They're hazel, my eyes. A lot of people think my eyes are brown, but certain times, especially when there's sun, they get lighter and lighter. My daughter's eyes, Katie, go golden in the sun. They're like proper golden. Whereas Amy, my like middle child, hers are just the brownest eyes you could ever see. So strange. And then Freddie has got eyes like mine again, similar to mine. I'm starting to get used to the bangs upstairs, but it wasn't that. It wasn't just the bangs. It were the creaking of the door. It were the slamming of the door. It were the rain. It were the wind. It were everything all at once. It kind of overtook me a little bit. That's why I've had half an hour just to calm myself down. I am so embarrassed though, I'm not gonna lie. I know for a fact people are gonna make fun of me. Oh, maybe for that fart, but I am me. I can't change me. I'm not gonna go, oh, I'm emotional, so I'll stop filming. This is me, this is how I am. And although I've never been like this before, this is a first for me. And I feel very embarrassed about it. Right, the thunder has now started outside. You hear all the birds flying off? There were like a big bunch of birds that just flew away then. You hear it? Wow. I've been sat here quietly for another 10-15 minutes. So it's like 1:15 now. But that storm, it was like it was here, because the whole building felt like it was shaking. And all the banging upstairs and everything. But there was no thunder, no lightning. But now I can hear the thunder. So maybe that was like a pre-warning for what was coming. Right, I'm gonna sit here for a minute with the light quite low. And the reason I'm doing that, just watch above that door. Because a minute ago, the whole sky lit up behind that window. It was obviously the lightning. But I've not seen any until just now. But it was just one. So what was that? That's somebody coming. Oh my God. That's definitely a that was torchlight. I don't know what to do now. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if someone's coming. Oh, just missed the lightning. I don't know if someone's seen my torch. somebody outside shining a torch at this building. Just seen lightning again. I don't know what to do. Do I just sit here? That wind's picking up again. Or do I go and investigate? Because it can't be a car. Because if you think where we are, that window directly in front of us. Just one sec. Yeah, just had to make sure which was the front and which was the back. So yeah, that is into the main bit where the gates are. The sort of gated bit. So there can't be any cars shining the headlights in this direction. That's why I wanted to work out where it was. So that means it's got to be a torch. I'm gonna look back at the footage because it definitely looks like a torch being pointed up. I definitely think they've seen my light through that window. I don't like that I can see my face behind my head. Right, I've just looked back on it. I'd not even noticed. There's a shadow of a person walking in front of the light. There's not been a light. There's the lightning I keep seeing, but there's not been a light out there. But if you go back to that point in the video, and you'll see there's a shape of a person walks in front of the light. So that means there's at least two people there, or they can't have parked the car. I'm thinking maybe they've parked the car and they've walked in front of the lights of the car, but they can't because of the gate there. It doesn't work. What shall we do? Shall we go downstairs and sneak and try and see someone? Or shall we stay put? I don't know. Because how am I going to see where I'm going without using a big bright torch? Bloody hell, lightning then. Lightning then went so big, so bright. Listen. It's probably about 5 or 6 miles away, that. Wow. Do you do that where you count how many seconds between the flash and then the noise? Because it's not accurate, but you can tell if it's getting closer and closer. And like I said, that flash was about 6 seconds between. Look. That's a person. Oh my God, that is freaky. That was definitely a person again, weren't it? Walking back the other way. Tried to zoom in, but it don't work. What is going on? Thing is, it's 2 o'clock in the morning now. So who's wandering around at 2 o'clock in the morning? I suppose it could be the police. I should go and check it out. But I also think they turned their torch or light off to see if I'd turned mine back on, and I haven't. All I've done, look, I've got it like that, so it shines up onto my face, but they'll not be able to see that. Because that's a trick I would use. You wait, you turn your torch on, they turn the torch, whoa, oh, that was lightning. You turn your torch on, they see the torch, turn theirs off, and then you turn yours off, and then wait, and the torch will come back on. But I'm not that stupid. It's getting closer. There were just 3 big flashes then. Listen. It sounds like it's almost overhead now. That were really quick. There were a little rumble and then the big one. Wow. It's gone quite quiet as well. That's like the calm before the storm. This is a really weird video because all you're looking at is a little light, a little window and my face. But I don't know what else to do. Because if I get up, like I said, I'm gonna have to have this torch on. But if I stay still, this is all you're looking at, and it's not that. It is exciting because we know there's somebody outside. We know the storm's kicking off. This is like proper horror shit. This is the sort of thing that if they were making a horror film about an urban explorer staying over, this would be it. It's weird, it's freaky, but that also means that I'm probably gonna die. Right, what I've decided to do is go downstairs and have a look. But I'm gonna put my phone torch on until I get down there. And then I'll turn it off altogether. Right. It's going to be very grainy. Not very good. But it's the only way we can do it. Can I see out of there? Just a minute. I'm just going to turn the torch, the light off. Wait a minute. No, you can't see through there. Through there either. So I just wanted to see if I could see outside. But I can't. Imagine filming everything with just your iPhone torch. It's terrible. But hang on, where am I? Oh, is this the door I shut? Yeah, I shut this one, didn't I? I'm scared to open it. This is the way we came in. Hang on a minute. There's a light over there outside. That's not my phone. Don't know what that is. I don't know how to do this. I'm going to have to turn the camera off and turn it back on. I can't see a thing. I can't do this. I couldn't actually see anything. Oh, hang on a minute. They wouldn't be able to see me from here anyway. Try to look through that gap. Sorry if you can't hear me very well. I'm just trying not to get caught. And the only way you can see my face is if I turn it round this way. I don't like this at all. see the bit above? We were in there. So they would have had to be down here. Like I said, there's no car that could have, like, shone its lights up here. It would have had to be a person. Whoa, lightning. It would have had to be a person sticking a torch over the top, or they were in here. But the thing is, if it was somebody that was sticking a torch over the top, we wouldn't have seen their shadow. And the road isn't wide enough for them to park the car with the light shining this way and walk in front of it. Whoa! Wow. That's crazy. Typically I press the button as the thunder kicked off. I don't know why I did that. Did it by accident? Oh, this is freaky. Anyway, I'm gonna head back in. I'm getting wet and stood here. I thought I could hear voices then, but it's... I thought that was someone stood over there. I'll show you just a minute. Right, so if you look through here, I just saw that, and out of the corner of my eye I thought it were a person. It's actually a gate post. I thought there was somebody stood watching me. Anyway, right, back in we go. I'm going to go back up to my chair, settle down for the night, and try and get some sleep. I heard a noise outside. I've come back downstairs. It wasn't like rain or anything, it was like somebody knocking something over. Just let us go back down here. I almost got all the way back up. Opposite side this time though. Oh yeah, this is where we were a minute ago. Oh bloody hell. I'm gonna get no rest at this rate. I'm telling you, I don't know if you can even see me, but I'm telling you now, this is going to be the worst night I think I've ever had in my life. Right, I've decided to use the torch, but only the phone torch in here. Some weird stuff in front of the camera then, that were weird. It's just, it might be dust, you know, like being blown through here. That was me trumping, and the squeakiest trump in the world. Thunder's rolling away out there. Thing is, I wanted to focus on, whoa, more lightning. I wanted to focus on the 3 blokes that had killed themselves. But I feel like I focused on anything but. Like the building falling down, people turning up, the storm outside, the noises from upstairs. It's been horrific. Not gonna lie, it's been absolutely horrific. And it is now 2:45. I need some sleep. It's been a long, long day. A really long day. If you watch the behind the scenes, you'll see I've already done 3, 4 explores already today. Or tried to and failed, but I've still gone through all the process of trying to get in, like going through bushes, climbing up things. So I'm exhausted. I didn't expect to be doing this one today. I thought I'd be doing it tomorrow because I'm supposed to be staying in an hotel the night after. But now I might have to try and change it somehow. Anyway, let's keep watching for 2 minutes and then I want to try and sleep. I do think that thunder and lightning has died down a little bit. It was so loud earlier on when we were stood outside and those flashes across the sky. crazy. It does feel like it's circling us though. Like we keep getting the rain for a bit, and then it goes, then it comes back, and the wind comes back. It's very strange. Something's definitely going in front of the camera. It's really odd. And it's not, at first I thought it was dust being blown across, but it's going from all different angles, and there's no, whoa, there's no flies in here. See, it seems to be further away again now, though. But that banging started upstairs again now. Oh, it stopped as soon as I said that then. Oh God. Right, I'm gonna try and sleep. So hopefully I'll see you in the morning. Part of me thinks I'll see you in about 10 minutes. So sounds like voices again. Right, night. Right, fucking hell. There was thunder then. The whole building shook. I'm not exaggerating. So there were like 5 or 6 lightning bolts or whatever outside. They went proper flashed. It shook me up a little bit, that, because I was just nodding off. So yeah, the flashes first, look there. But it's not going to do it now. But then the thunder was so strong, as you would expect, like the normal thunder noises. But then it's like it almost hit the building, like the reverberations of the sound or something, and the whole building just went, and I could like feel it. It was weird. I've never felt a sensation like that before. Does lightning not? I'm sure thunder and lightning's never done that before. Like, what is going on? We've got like super special lightning here or something. I want it to do it again. I would literally, I was just about to go, and then the light woke me up. I wish I'd been filming it. I really, really do wish I'd been filming it. It's not going to do it again now. I want to sit here and just film for a bit. Do you know what I forgot? Again, I was going to bring my oh no, it's just a little flash. My night goggle things that I've got, that somebody got for me. I was going to bring them with me. I want to try and remember and take them to Scotland. Maybe, heard a voice, maybe do an overnight in Coco Chanel's or something, if that's what you want, or somewhere else. I've done it in the cottage at the bottom near my cottage a few times now recently, but I want to do like a proper, I did do Coco Chanel's before, but I want to do it again. I want to do it like I've been doing with this, a bit of a look round, and then step by step of like the nighttime bit. I don't know. Let me know down below if you want me to do something like that when I'm in Scotland, because I know a lot of you like the overnight ones. Some of you might not. Wow. At least you get to see the colour in the glass then. Jeez. It's not going to do it like it did earlier though. I don't understand why there's no... I think there might be more than one storm. Because some seem to be like on top of us, and other bits, it takes a while. So it's weird. Anyway, I'm going to try again to go to sleep. Jesus, that one just woke me up. That was a big one. Whoa, it sort of did that thing again, but not quite as bad. The whole building almost creaked. don't know what that is. I don't know if it's like the sound like hitting the building. I don't know. I've never experienced that before, but that's twice now. That one wasn't as bad. The first one was, the whole building shook. This time it like creaked behind me and I could feel it. Weird. Anyway, my eyes are killing. I'm tired. I don't want to, that's the other reason I don't want to lie on the floor though, because it's really dusty. So I've just been sort of like resting my head on here. And it don't take much. Like if I went holding my arm up now, I could fall asleep instantly. Anyway, see you in the morning now. I'm not gonna, even if it does wake me up again for thunder and lightning, unless something terrible happens, I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. I'm awake, but I've just had the biggest scare of my life. I thought I was being attacked. So I was just woken up, and I was woken up by a cat getting through this hole behind me. It scrambled up there so fast and went out through there. I'm guessing it's looking for mice or something. Anyway, it is about, I'll have a look now, just a minute. It's 5:36 in the morning on Tuesday. You can see the colours up there now, look. The storm has stopped. It actually stopped not long after I said I was going to go to sleep. Right, I've been going through my bag. I've only actually got one torch with any charge left on it. And it's only a very small amount. Wait a minute, look. It looks totally different in this light, with the light coming through that window. Don't you think? What a place though. Honestly, what a place. Anyway, it's about time I got out of here. There's one more thing I want to go and look at before we go, and it's actually on the outside of the perimeter wall. So we'll go and look at that and then head back to the car. Right. Let's say goodbye to this place. You know what? I actually got to the point where I was very comfortable and very, like, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I didn't feel threatened. Once all the banging had stopped and everything, I still can't get over the fact that I was, oh, there goes the final torch then. I still can't believe I got so emotional. I don't know what was wrong with me. My body something just went wrong, and I don't understand why. Anyway, let's get out of here. Now this place has a very different feeling when it's not banging it down with rain and it's not windy. There's no thunder and no lightning. You don't feel quite as threatened walking through all the like little corridors and stuff. In fact, I'm quite excited to see what it's like outside now, because the rain has dried up. Did I think how much rain there was last night? Oh look, wait a minute. The sun, that's what I saw through there, look. We're gonna have to go and have a look through there. Yeah, look at the sky over there. If you look closely, I wonder if that's the storm on its way out. Over there, look. Maybe. But it's, I think it may be forecast again today. Later on, the storm. I just want to go, there's two places I want to go. I want to go around the other side of this building, because we've not been round there yet. And I feel like that should be the front. Like, the little bit that we went into is almost like the back entrance, I think. You've got to love a nice back entrance. But do you know what I mean? I feel like this should have a big grand entrance on it. Bloody hell, look at this. That whole chunk of walls come away on another fence post, gate post. Let's have a look. That's not really any different. I expected this side to be pretty grand, but it's really quite the same. Hey up. I don't remember seeing that doorway being open. But yeah, it's the same. I wonder if that's the balcony he jumped off. It's not very far though, is it? You would die, probably, or break something. But it's only, I suppose it's 20 foot. But either way, it's going to bloody hurt, isn't it? Right, let's head off out of here. And there's just one thing outside I want to look at. Now, I don't know if you like this sort of video. Like, I'm not going to do it with every explore that I do because I just, well, one, I don't want to spend, the night out like this every time I go on an explore. But some, I think, are really good. And also, I think it really helped that there was a thunderstorm because that made it like the scariest experience of my life, just about. So, if you do like them, tell me, and I will do more. I just realised I was totally walking the wrong way. It's because you go through an archway, so like you come out of one and then you go back into the other. And for some reason, I got it in my head that we needed to go in the one down there, but it's not. We came round over here, didn't we? So it's at the other side of the courtyard. Which also would be a good idea because I left my bag over there, so I didn't have to carry it all the way around here. So let's go get it. Right, so the last thing I wanted to see is just here. Now we've already seen it. God, some of these trucks, you could hear them at night. Wait. They absolutely hammer along this road. So fast. But yeah, we've already seen this. We've seen it from a different perspective. This is the little room. Look. Oh look. La Familia Pratiluca Ristarava 1900. So that's the boy or the man that's on the wall that died. That's in there, if you remember going in. I'm presuming it says the family, something of Luca Ristorava 1900. I reckon it's a shrine for him. Oh, I wonder if this is for people to give donations, look. I did notice there was a little safe thing in the corner. So I wonder if that's what they're for. Really bizarre. Right, I've just had a look, and it actually means restored by the Luca family in 1900. Oh no, Prati Luca family in 1900. So that's what that means up there. So maybe that wasn't the direct reference to the boy that had been killed. I wonder if he were killed nearby here or further away. Anyway, the sun is finally on its way. Look at that. Beautiful. The sun's finally on its way up, which means it's my time to go get something to eat and then probably find somewhere to curl up and die because I'm so tired. Look at my eyes, they're just dead. I'm surprised I can actually even use them at all this morning. The lack of sleep that I've had. Right, like I said, if you like this sort of video, let me know. I will do more. I'm not going to do them every week. I'm not going to probably do them every month. But every so often there might be a location that I think, you know what, that'd be perfect for. And I'll do it. Right, love you all. See you later. I want to get hit by a lorry now. Bye.